Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today's project is adding more plants to a tank without tearing it down using mesh bags, the Biostratum Fluvol substrate. Planting the plants in this bag. We're going to cut holes, add the plants, drain down the tank, make an area for this bag, land everything in there. So this is going to feed your plants. This has got all the stuff you need. And that's why you use this. Originally, you would just tear the whole tank down, move everything. This is kind of a shortcut, and I don't know how well it's going to work. When you add this, your tank will get just dirty. So you're going to have filters ready. You're going to have everything ready. So hopefully the video will prepare you. And if you want to try this, maybe you just want to add one plant in a smaller bag. This is just the only bag I had. I got 2 plants that I ordered off Amazon. They're potted. They've got roots. Like, they're ready to go. They're a decent size. And this is just something that I want to test out. I don't know if there's a big market or a big group of people that want to do this, but I think there is. And I think maybe just draining the water down, having this all ready, making an area, and putting a live plant in your tank would be interesting. And trust me, I've screwed up a lot, so I think it's going to help in the sense that maybe later you want to get into a whole planted tank like I want to. I've always had plastic plants. They look good for a couple weeks, but it's just not interesting. And you're going to create something your own. You're going to create something different, and I think it would be interesting to try. So let's see if it works, and let's go. First thing you're going to do, get your plants ready. We're going to take them out. We're going to unwind them. They got some decent roots. I can put the link where I got the plants. I think it's hit or miss when you get plants like this because you just don't know. You don't know if they're going to come out, if they're going to live. I had these laying in my. I got them yesterday. They sat in my mailbox for a week. So I was like, oh, that's a pretty legitimate plant. They're in this moss. They come in the container. You keep the container. You can use it for something else. And you're going to tear all the moss apart. You will wash it. And it's a bit of a process. And you want to take your time. You don't want to drag all this stuff and you want to put the least amount of stuff inside your tank. And take your time. It could be a project. It could take a really long time. I mean, who knows? But hopefully this video will help you out. It's actually taking a really long time. What you can do is once you get all this off, you can take it to the sink or outside and use the water pressure to kind of clean all this wool off. Have a little plate ready, so and you kind of want to be as delicate as possible. You don't want to damage and put the plant through any more stress than it has to. Maybe have a napkin or something or a towel to kind of keep your hands dry. And take it over to the sink, wash it off. Okay, now that once your plants are dry, you're going to want to attach them to the bag. And It's a pretty important part. You want to do it right the first time. So if you've got really long roots, maybe trim these because it is going to grow pretty fast inside that bag. Placement, where do you want it? What's it going to look like? You want it kind of deep. There are certain things, you could put maybe like a little weight, or, they sell all kinds of little plant weights and stuff like that. I'm going to trim some of these roots. Just because it's going to take a while. And you want to kind of get everything in the bag. You want the roots to kind of grow a certain way. They're going to have to probably grow that way. So use your tweezers, get your little tools. And if you don't have these, get them. Because if eventually you get into planting, it makes a big difference. So we're going to try, and this stuff goes everywhere. So when you're doing it in your house, whoever you live with might get upset. So my placement's going to be kind of like right here, right here. And this is just a test. It's just something, this is, I know everybody's got a kind of an idea of how to do things, and it's just something that I wanted to try. Because if it works, I think it'll be neat for a project for someone who's really into getting into planting tanks. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty fun. That seems to work pretty well. And you want to do this as fast as possible. You really don't want your plant spending too much time out of the water. If you buy your plants from someone who really knows what they're doing, they'll do a lot better. Someone who just kind of doesn't spend as much time and money on taking care of their plants. I'm pretty sure these plants grew out of water in some type of farm somewhere. These tweezers really do help for all different types of projects. And there you have it. That's what it's going to kind of look like. Make sure all your roots are down in there. And I know it's not going to be perfect. But like I said, this is just something I've tried. I had an idea, and when I get an idea, I have to do it or I'll go crazy, kicking myself. How come I didn't try it? And hopefully it benefits someone else. Not doing this for me. If I could save someone time. Let's get the tank drained and see what happens. So that is what it looks like. That is the tank finished. Added these two front plants. I think they're flaming Amazon swords. I added the moss that was attached to the rock I had in my little area growing, and just making sure it was healthy. But yeah, that's it. I mean, the whole process, I think it works for, if you're trying to get into plants, and maybe it teaches you a better way of growing plants and what they need. And I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff: lighting, water quality, water changes. It's a process, but it's fun. And if you're interested, I hope my video helps. I did put in my filter floss once I was done to clean it up, and I also use the AquaClear. It helps really fast. I mean, it cleans up all the where you got hard water or whatever, but it cleans up the tank pretty good. But leave some comments if you have any questions. I can try to answer it. But I hope this video helps, and I hope you get interested. And if it saves you any more time and money, that's why I'm making the videos. For anything, I make all the mistakes, and I can maybe help someone who's trying to learn and maybe make it more enjoyable and more fun. But leave some comments, like, whatever. But I appreciate it, and have a good day. Bye.